Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, one of the thing about being a man, you have to know when to apologize. You have to know when to apologize. And when I started doing these videos, started doing a little research, trying to find out, what was going on in the black community, the black families, why are we at the bottom of the totem pole? Why are we the least married? It was easy to point the finger to the right now, what's affecting the black community right now, which is pretty much men and women not being able to work together, right? But after doing some research, I did a lot of research too, by the way. I gotta say, black women, I apologize to you. I apologize to you because your black men allowed all of this to happen. All of this to happen. It goes so far back. You know, the crazy part is we hear a lot about slavery, right? And we know the effects that it has had on so many in terms of mental state and knowing all of this. But the black man was the one that took black people and gave black people to Europeans. It wasn't Europeans going to Africa, capturing black people and putting them into slavery. It was other stronger tribes capturing black men and women, bartering them for guns, medicine, and a number of European things. So it was our black man that contributed to the slavery that we somewhat have some trauma on. This is not a popular narrative. Nobody really talks about it. But that's where it started. All right? Fast forward, the war on drugs, right? The war on drugs. Europeans, whites, Spanish, many different kind of people had the drugs. They offered it to the black man to sell it into his community. What did he do? He took it, he sold it to his people. Sold the drugs to his people. I know a lot about the drug game. I see it when I was younger, and it messed up a lot of families. Men, black men with money, bunch of women, men, women who had stable relationships. They took those women away. They put those women on drugs. It's crazy, but our own black men took that drugs, poured it into our community. It wasn't a white man or a European or a Spanish man that put it into these black neighborhoods. All right? That's the second time the black man has went against his own people. The third time, and this when it became even worse, was when, and a lot of people don't know about this, in the 90s, the prison, system had a meeting in California, and they had a lot of the rappers at the time sign a gag form, something where pretty much they can't really talk about the conversation. And a few artists had declined to be a part of the meeting based on what was said in the meeting. this was what was discussed by the profit prisons that we currently have right now with the rappers. We needed more hardcore, violent lyrics, right? We needed more hardcore, violent lyrics. In return, these rappers who went along would get stocks in the prison system. Stocks in the prison system. Once again, once again, oh, once again, the black man decided to, for greed, of course, again, decided to pour violent, derogatory music into his community, knowing that little boys and girls would like to emulate to their, are going to try to emulate to their level. Um, Black men, we did it. We did it. We did it. Our woman saw us and knew what we were doing to our own community. I don't know in what percentage or what mass, so I can't say most, all, I can, but I know that there was a portion of black men that was pretty much killing our community from slavery days, from the crack epidemic days, to the music days, up to now. Black men, we did it. It is now time for us to fix it. It is now time for us to fix it. We want to be leaders in our home. We want to be leaders of our women, right? But based on our track record, we seem to be the only community that have no problem killing our own. No problem. I often hear them talk about police murders, right? But one thing I never hear, especially in the black community, one thing I never hear that's focused on a lot is how many black men are being killed by black men right now. The number one murderer of black men is black men. So, food for thought, guys. I'm just trying to start a conversation. Let's see where this goes. Peace out.